Welcome to Los Angeles Memorial Stadium. Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the Nebraska Cornhuskers and the USC Trojans. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
When you step onto the field for a USC football game, you know you are in the heart of history. Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum in Los Angeles has seen more sports than you can imagine. Hosting 2 Summer Olympics in 1932 and 84, it is also set to return for a 3rd Olympic trial in 2028. It was opened in 1923, and more history has happened in the Coliseum than anywhere else in college sports. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Trojans ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, it's Coleman. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Quickly out to the tight end. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Looking for running room. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Finds his big tight end. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. between the hashes. It's Nelson. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. The Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Into the house. Touchdown, Huskers.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
His own number. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. The Trojans will hustle to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
They want to run this quarterback. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Changing the routes with his receivers. 3rd down from the gun, Williams. Left side is Vaughn. Brought down after the huge gain. Gets this offense set up at the 27. They dialed up the perfect call. Splendid execution. Now they've got it. Threatening 1st and 10 from the 27. He'll take it himself. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Up-tempo for the offense. Here's Williams to throw. Out wide left, it's Vaughn. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Caught on the RPO. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. This is a designed run to convert that 4th down.
Man, that is exactly what you like to see. Early in the football game, be who you are. Be aggressive. You say you want to take some chances, go for it on 4th down, set the tone, run the football. Don't settle for threes, Palmer. You settle for threes a lot of times later in the game, you're regretting it.
It's the right time to go for it, too, because it's early, and even if you don't get it, the opponent has to drive the entire field. I think you send a very clear message to your team as a head coach when you make that decision early. I'm going to be aggressive. I trust you guys. We're here to win this football game, and we're going to take our shots when we can.
A designed run for the quarterback. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And they did tack on the extra point. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Handoff again. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
That's a great-looking run there. Nebraska has had such a great lineage at running back. When you think back to the great Roger Craig or Amon Green, Lawrence Phillips, Rex Burkhead, they always seem to be pumping somebody up into the NFL. This guy has a chance to play on Sunday because of his skills.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Breaks into the open. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Line getting set on second down. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Back's got it on the screen. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Tough run here. It's Sides. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Williams escapes the pressure to his right. At the 35, he's loose. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
He is snowed under nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. And the Trojans are in the hurry-up. Williams looking for a man. Left side is Anderson.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Running inside, it's Shepard. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Trojans look to keep this drive humming.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
Throwing, Williams. Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
That false start will just increase the degree of difficulty at 2nd and 7. They'll move the wide receiver. Williams. They'll run the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Williams to the air again. Throws to the wideout. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. It's blocked. That's a live ball, and he's loose down the left side. He's at the 30, the 10, and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Nebraska. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Gets rid of it. Right side, it's Napier. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Well, he hauls that pass in. Big play for the offense. The Trojans have had such a history at this receiver position, right? You go back to Mike Williams, Keyshawn Johnson, Juju, and then Jordan Addison. There's always a playmaker on the perimeter of the field for the quarterback to take advantage of, and they've got to keep feeding this guy the football. He is...
Touchdown, Trojans! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
I mean, talk about hard to stop. Like, so many weapons, so much speed, and then your quarterback is going to go 50-plus. Defensive coordinators, that's why nobody wants to play defense anymore or coach defense. You want to be on the offensive side of the football because otherwise you got to defend weapons like these that are just weapons of mass destruction.
And the extra point is good. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first two drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. When you're called Cornhuskers, you're like a big red thrashing machine, and you're going to get it done on the ground.
Just going to chew up the ground yards, just going to eat you up, play physical, be different. And that's what Nebraska fans want. Throw back to the old days, the glory days, and they want some of that here in this recent history.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Bailey. Caught. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Cornhuskers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Trying to slip through and pick it up. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Using his feet. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Huskers. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made the extra point without problem. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with a scintillating 52-yard jaunt to the house. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Keeps it on the ground. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Making the adjustment. Here's Williams to throw. Stepping to the right. And the rush will get to him at the 25. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Williams will pass. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. There he goes. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
And guys, I'm kind of shocked that's the first time we've called his name. And it's one thing for it to be his first catch going into the half, but that's the first target. This offense is an offense that needs him to be explosive, to make big plays. And in order to make that happen, they've got to target him and find ways to get him the football.
And the Huskers want to pick up the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Kept it, and he's past the marker. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And both these quarterbacks, man, they're showing off their ability to take off and scramble and make plays. Right here, it's a design pass. He's looking to make a play. What does he do? He sees some space, captures it, makes the big play with his feet, gets another first down. This guy can do that a lot.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Back to throw, it's Bailey. Rush is on. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They've built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Good right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quick give. It's Miller. Stopped in the backfield as his defense doesn't want to let anything slip through here late in the half.
And I love when defenses see pulling guards, because what you're supposed to do is run through immediately. If you're a linebacker, you see a pulling guard, I'm running through that gap. If you're a defensive lineman and that guard pulls in front of you, I run down the line of scrimmage and chase. Great job seeing that puller, making a play, getting a tackle for a loss.
And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. Lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin our whip around with Florida, taking on the number 15 team, the Baylor Bears. And it's the Gators, with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game. It evens up their record at 2-2 on the season following a nice home win. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. The Trojans want to move quickly.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Straight ahead, it's Miller. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Williams. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. He's changing the play. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Hits inside. It's Coleman. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Huskers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Bailey. Out wide left, it's Nelson. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense...
Racing to the right. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And the beatdown has ensued. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with that thrilling 46-yard run to pay dirt. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 2-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Well, we knew coming into this one that the quarterback run game was going to be a big part of what this offense is trying to do. And after that last carry, this guy's now got over 100 yards rushing.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Out wide right, it's Anderson. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he wants to go deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Shoots through that hole and picks up 5. He's out to the 11.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Turning it on. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Cornhuskers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Fires immediately. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Got him on the RPO. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Unloads to the wideout. Holds on. It's Williams. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Running to the left. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
They'll send 3 wideouts left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Extending the play. He'll try to do it himself. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. Lined up in the gun, Williams on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wideout set, trips right. Throwing, Williams. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground.
And hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Williams looking for a man. Another incompletion on 3rd down. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. It's Williams again. Unloads it left. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. On the move. Trojans. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Williams finds a soft spot in the middle. He gets in there for the 2-point conversion, and now we have a 2-possession game. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run inside. It's Coleman. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Motion from the wideout. Keep it on the ground. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Looking for a man. It's Bailey. Finds his target. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Right side, it's Nelson. Breaks into the open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
And the Huskers are moving quickly down the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Coleman.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Jackson. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And the punishment has been extended. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. Here's Williams to throw. Makes the grab. It's Miller. Gets it out past the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a first down as this offense tries to put together a long drive.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
Going to try to get it himself. He's got an open man. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. So that'll cost them a down, 2nd and long after the illegal forward pass. Williams will pass. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
3rd down from the gun, Williams. Out wide right, it's Matthews. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down decision. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Williams to the air again. Throws to the wideout. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Coleman. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Got some green grass. Oh, he's got some space. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone. The Huskers have moved it inside the 20. Going to the run, it's Coleman. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Drives inside. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further. Following that last play, there is an injured Cornhusker who is still on the field. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Third and long, a lot of ground to cover.
Check. Wide, 33 Buster. Wide, 33 Buster. Ready. Wilson. Hey, Wilson. Hit.
Williams. Rush right in his face. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. Williams to throw for it on fourth. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on fourth down. He has a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before. Ice in their veins, and you saw it there on that completion to keep the sticks moving.
With that penalty, the offense is backed up, still second down. RPO complete. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a fourth down.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Fourth down, Williams takes a hit as he fires. And it's picked off for the third time today. Just a really nice play. Not a lot on the return, but that's all right when you hand it to your offense at the 42. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage. And this defense is taking some licks. This QB's made them look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're